Too good to go, time today. Just a quick bite and no delay. Hoping the nosh will turn out fine. Will it get top score for sure this time? It's Tuesday now, no pots, no pans. Nikki's got a deal, and that's the plan. Too good to go, just grab and go. Mystery bag, but what's on show? Too good to go, time today. Just a quick bite and no delay. Hoping the nosh will turn out fine. Will it get top score for sure this time?
Well, welcome to Nikki's Nosh, and of course I'm Nikki, and today's been a good day, I have to say. I got up, I ordered a Too Good To Go Toby Carvery breakfast last night before I went to bed, and I went there today and they said, well, you can choose your breakfast yourself, you don't have to take what we give you. And I then said, so that's what I've got in here, right? I said, well, yeah, well, you got gravy? And they said, yeah. All right, so I got myself a Yorkshire pudding. I filled it with gravy, and of course all the gravy spilled out. But I said, do you have any eggs? They didn't have any on display. And there were some guests that had just appeared, to pay full whack for their breakfast. And so they brought out some eggs, and I said, well, she's chosen. She says, oh, you have this tub. So he gave me a tub, and look what we've got in the tub here, right? 2 lovely fried eggs. So we've got that as well. I think I'll need a bigger plate to put all this on. So I've got 2 beautiful fried eggs, yeah, which is good. Try and get those in. I need a fish slice, don't I really? 2 lovely freshly cooked fried eggs. I've got a Yorkshire pudding which had a load of gravy in it, and who would have thought that they actually served gravy for breakfast? But anyway, I'm going to have some gravy for breakfast, so I must put that in there, and then look what I'm unwrapping here. Now this is amazing, right? And I said, is it okay to chew? Yeah, no problem at all, they said. So right, shall we count and see? I might need an extra plate. I think I will. I'll get an extra plate. So right, shall we count the things? So I've got some sausages. So we've got, I think. So we've got 1 sausage. They were really hot when I picked them up, but obviously I've had to drive home. But I'm not going to heat them up. 3 sausages. I've got some. I tell you what, why don't I put the Yorkshire pudding there, and then I can put the so bacon. There's 1 rasher of bacon, 2 rashers of bacon, 3 rashers of bacon, 4 rashers of bacon, 5 rashers of bacon, 5 rashers of bacon. We've got a load of mushrooms. Now, I do love mushrooms, especially for breakfast. So we've got some mushrooms, so we put some of those on. And these are in that gravy, which I poured on top of here. So we've got that. A load of mushrooms, We've got some mushrooms there. We've got another sausage. So that's 4 sausages. 1, 2, 3, 4 sausages. We've got 2 hash browns. Yeah. We've got more mushrooms. And we've got some tin tomatoes there. Nice. And then we've got some beans, and we've got some cubed potatoes. I suppose they're cubed roasty type potatoes. I've now got to a point where I don't really know where I'm going to put it all. I mean, I don't know where I'm going to put it all on the plate, but I don't know where I'm going to put it all inside my tummy. What I might be able to do, I might just keep the bacon, put that to one side, and make myself a bacon sandwich a little bit later. That might be an answer. But look, I've got a plate full of food, 2 platefuls of food, and I've got a load of beans as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that bacon off there, and I really can have a bacon sandwich for later. It's absolutely gorgeous looking bacon as well, really good. I think we'll put that tray there. Yeah, we've got the sausages here. And we've got the plate there now. I think maybe that's going to be okay. Now, all I need now is some salt and pepper and a glass of orange juice. Well, to be honest, I think this is going to... I'm going to be full at the end of this. It's good, this. Absolutely gorgeous, this food. Right, so let's do some noshing. Now, I have to say, I'm using the old-fashioned word for noshing, which was to eat. Basically, I am reliably told there is another description. They didn't quite tell me yesterday what it actually meant, but they said it was somewhat rude. Mushrooms are great. Always like to try a mushroom first. I start with a mushroom. The eggs were quite runny when I picked them up, but obviously they cook whilst they're still in the pan. And in the travel back here, I've got a little bit cold, but this is good. Hash brown, superb. But the mushrooms, you get a good choice, and they're full of flavour. They're mixed up with a bit of the gravy, and I think the gravy really does add something to the breakfast, which is nice. Let's try some of this bacon. Now, obviously, it's got a bit of that white stuff on it because obviously it's been pumped with a little bit too much water. But look at that. That's pretty good. If you look close up, you can see here. It's a good piece of bacon. A little bit bedraggled, but I mean, it's got flavour. It's not overly salty. It's thick. I cook it perhaps for a bit longer, but it's edible, which is the most important thing. It's really quite nice. And I've got a couple of pieces for me to have a sandwich a little bit later on. The challenge is, will I be able to eat this entire meal? We'll just have to see. But this costs £2.79. Now, I've had a Toby Carvery Too Good To Go meal about 2 months ago, and it was the evening meal. And I haven't had a breakfast one, but I have had a breakfast one from Peartree Farm. I have to say, this knocks that into a cocked hat. This is superb. They did allow me to choose what I wanted, which was even better. They said, as long as you fill the tub, you're fine. So I filled the tub with what I wanted, and I, obviously you can see I didn't over egg the pudding. I got a little bit of everything. It was broadly in line with what a friend of mine had a few weeks back. Obviously, some of this probably has been hanging around for a little bit longer. That's what the whole principle of Too Good To Go is. I mean, it's too good to throw away, really, is that's the principle. In other times, they would have probably thrown this away. You can't beat it for £2.79, and it's good flavoured food. It's nutritious. The hash brown, it's superb. Because I poured some of that gravy in, so the gravy soaked into the hash brown. It's really made a big difference. So if you get it Too Good To Go and you're allowed to choose, which I'm reliably told is quite common, then get some of the gravy. And you can also put some gravy in a Yorkshire. Now let's just try this out. Now this Yorkshire is it's really quite crisp. Let's give it a try. Oh, I'm tasting the gravy as well. Let's try this sausage. Now, I've been reliably told these sausages from Toby Carvery are exceptionally good. They're good. They've got. Hold it up to the camera if you can see it there. So it's got pieces of sort of herbs and whatever in there, and it's got a lovely peppery flavour. You can taste pork. Pepper. And some herbs. I would say it's probably more a Lincolnshire sausage than it is a Cumberland. But hey, it's superb. 4 sausages, 6 pieces of bacon, 2 good eggs, and they are good eggs. Look at all that lovely runny egg. Well, I won't be eating for the rest of the day. The bacon looks a little bit jaded, but it's not. It's okay. It's just been under the lights. Packed full of flavour. Good thickness of bacon. If I'd have been served a bacon sandwich with that bacon in, I would have said, I'd have given it a little thumbs up. It's good. It's good bacon. So I'm looking at this. I've got a feast here. This is supposedly a breakfast, but it is it's breakfast and breakfast and lunch. Every time I have a mushroom, the mushroom's got flavour because they've got a little bit of that. They've got a little bit of the gravy that I put on there, plus they've got some of the tomato. It's delicious. Could I recommend a Toby Carvery Too Good To Go breakfast? And the answer is yes, 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 and yes. It is the most it's the best value breakfast I've had. The flavour is great. The textures of the food are good. The taste of the sausages are fine. The bacon's good. The egg's fresh. Even these little chunks of potato. If you were having this in the Carvery itself, you'd be paying, I think, £6.99 of what the real breakfast would be. And even if it was it's an eat as much as you like type breakfast. You could just keep going back. So would I go and have a breakfast in Toby Carvery and pay the full price? Well, yeah, I would actually. I'm going to have to say the price, £2.79. The taste, exceptional. The amount, perfect. The value, the value is just there, isn't it? The value is exceedingly good. It's got the flavour, it's got the quantity, it's got the right price and everything else. So the value is good. What do I rate it? Well, I have to say, as a breakfast, a takeaway breakfast, it's great. I'd have to say 5 out of 5, really. And of course, remember, it's Too Good To Go, so it's a little bit left to chance, usually. And it just so happened they let me choose what I wanted. But I think if they chose what I wanted, I've probably got exactly the same as. So, will I recommend a Too Good To Go bag from Toby Carvery? Well, I'd rate it 5 out of 5 on the on the Too Good To Go site. So it's not unfair for me to say I'd rate it 5 out of 5 on Nikki's Nosh. And so I'm going to keep eating this. It's anything that I can't eat. I can certainly have a salmon. I'm sweating. I'm really hot from it all. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen today, please give it the thumbs up to say that you liked it. Liking it does trigger the algorithm to think, well, if you liked it, then other people might. So they might show it to other people. They show other people and they subscribe, which is the other thing. Please subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. But if you haven't, please do so. It doesn't cost anything. It's great. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, I get monetized, so it might help me to actually buy better food. So if you feel like subscribing, please do. And then when you click on subscribe, there's a bell. If you click on the bell and then it says all, click on all. That means that you'll get notified back for all the videos that I do subsequently. Until the next time, from me, Nikki at Nikki's Nosh. Cheers, me dears.
Too good to go, time today. Just a quick bite and no delay. Hoping the Nosh will turn out fine. Will it get top score for sure this time?